Hi guys, M.V.K here, back again for another movie review. You can kind of say this is an advanced movie review because this movie doesn't drop till May 6th. But as always, um, I know a place where I can watch this, And once again, if you want to, I'll explain it to you at the end. The movie is, of course, the Son of Batman. The next DC feature-length movie, the animated debut, if not mistaken, for Damian Wayne. Um,
And I'm gonna I'm gonna be brutally honest and totally honest with you guys. Um, this movie was fair feature. Wasn't perfect, but it was fair. Did I enjoy it for what it was? Yes. Was it so epic that oh great, no, no. Now, if you're if you are a Damian Wayne fan, you're gonna like it because you're gonna like, especially if you're a Damian Wayne fan of old Damian, pre-50. And I guess you could say when in his upstart is when Damian very arrogant, brash, you know, it's me, things like that. Yeah, that's in this. I will admit the little boy, or I guess he was a little boy, but if he's not, he did a fantastic job voicing that character. Um, we get to see in this movie basically the League of Assassins, Shadows or Assassins, were infiltrated by Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, and he pretty much wipes out them, including their leader. You should all know who their leader is, and he dies. Yes, can spoil that for you, sir. Uh, and Talia takes Damien to meet his father for the first time. The same voice actor who voiced Batman, I believe, in Justice League War, does his voice in this. And, I'm honestly, there's only two guys that I can accept now as voicing Batman. Of course, Kevin Conroy and Bruce Greenwood. Um, this guy, to me, I still don't like his voice too much. Um, he tries to come off too much like Bruce Greenwood, and it fails to me. I'm like, no, don't try to have your Batman voice be different from everybody else's. Don't try to be like another actor. That's pretty much what I saw. I looked at it from. And you get to see him fight Croc in this. And Croc looks a lot different in this movie. He's been upgraded in a sense, and literally has been taking some. He's been juicing up. Literally, I'm not joking about that one. Um, uh, his design looks a lot like a certain famous other lizard uh, reptilian character, but on the other side of the tracks, and we're talking about Marvel. I'm not joking about that either. But it was pretty decent. Um, Alfred was really good in this, especially with him and Damien was fun. Um, and the scenes between Bruce and Damien was really showcased the differences, but also the similarities, but also the way they were both brought up. When they're talking to each other, you just listen to it, and it's just like, man. Especially how Damien is like, he's got knowledge on everybody. He's like, I've heard you didn't have a good childhood either, and you know Bruce is telling me I didn't. I had my times where I nearly fell off the tracks, but I had friends and I had Alfred, and Dick and everybody like that to keep me from going to that dark, 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 dark place. Where because there are times where Damien is when they're fighting, or he's ready to kill. And Bruce's motto, no kill, no killing, and Damien is looking to get revenge on Slade for killing his grandfather. Uh, the fight scenes were good. Kurt Langstrom is in this movie. Not going to spoil what his purpose is in this movie. You just have to see it for yourself. But does a certain creature that he becomes show up in this movie? Not, not. I can't say that. You just have to find out. Uh, but the one thing I also have to be brutally honest about: if you are a Deathstroke fan, you are not gonna like this portrayal of Slade Wilson at all. You are a hardcore Uber Deathstroke fan. You're gonna either be like, man, that's bullshit. This is bullshit. What the hell? That's not Slade. No way. No way. No. You're gonna say any adjective you can think of because you're gonna be pissed a little bit. You're gonna be a little pissed, even at me. I'm a Deathstroke fan. I like Deathstroke, and even I was like really, like whoa, come on. I mean, for example, how did Deathstroke lose his eye in this feature? I'm not going to spoil it, but it does have something to do with a certain character in this movie. Deathstroke, his fighting ability was good. In this movie, I will spoil this. In this movie, it is sensed that Deathstroke was trained by uh, Raish to be like his successor. But it is said that in the movie, it was said that when Raish met Batman, that's who he wanted, and he was replaced. And in a sense, so it's almost like a grudge, like for Raish and Slade is like, you chose him over me, like a teacher spat, like so like that, like, and I was like, okay, all right, but really, like, this is Slade. The actor who voiced Slade could have been better. To me personally, I was like, it could have been better. Um, but it's always good to see Dick Grayson in there as Nightwing. Really wish Neil Patrick Harris came back to voice the character. Once again, the actor who voiced him, he tried to sound too much like Neil Patrick Harris, and I was just like, why are you guys doing that? Stop! Don't sound like this. And it really kind of confused me because I was looking at it from that. I'm like, is that Neil Patrick Harris? And I'm listening, and I'm like, no, that's not him. And it just really bugged me that they went that route of trying to sound like these actors. Um, but I'm not saying the movie wasn't fair or good. It was, but I felt that the actors could have gave their own distinction of these characters instead of trying to sound like a previous actor that played the voiced the character. You know, uh, but I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. It was fair. It was decent. Do I recommend it in terms of buying it? That's up to you. Um, but if you do collect the DC animated features, then I'll definitely say, yeah, pick it up, buy it. Um, but if you need to be sure, I can give you a place where you can see it. Um, don't want to put it in the description. I'll just personal message me and I'll send you the link. Um, and so you can see it for yourself and see if you'll be picking it up or you'll just like, oh, I can pass on this one. um, But we all know the next feature is the Arkham, and I've seen the trailer. I like what I see, but still, I'm getting burnt out on Batman features. That's basically it. As much as I like Batman, I'm getting burnt out on it. You can't keep shoveling this character down our throats in terms of features and just, it's even if you are a Batman fan, you're gonna be like, okay, you guys gotta calm down on him now. Let's get some other features of other characters, even if it is not based off of a story arc in the various DC comics. Let's get a you can can't I mean we can get original content, can't we? And that's my biggest problem. It's like they're just shoveling him down our throats, and it's just like, oh God, like come on. But Batman, Son of Batman was decent for what it was. Like I said, if you are a Damian fan, you're gonna love it. If you're a Slade, as my bro said, you might have a stroke. Not even joking about that, because this is probably the worst animated depiction of Deathstroke ever, in my opinion. That's my opinion, guys. Um, not Deathstroke. Uh-uh. Uh, that's just me. But I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I had nitpicks, but I did fairly enjoy it. Like I said, it's fair. It's not perfect. It's not the best Batman animated feature, because still to this day, in my opinion, nothing beats Mask of the Phantasm. And the closest next to it will probably be Under the Red Hood. But other than that, it's there. Uh, but that's all I'm gonna say on the matter, guys. If you don't like me bashing your character, don't get me wrong, guys. I am a Batman fan, but I'm gonna keep it real. I keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. And this was a feature that was fair. It wasn't great. It wasn't superb. It wasn't perfect. It was fair. And there are things in this that, for a 74-minute feature, you're like, okay, but still, it's just like that's what they think of this character. It's just like, really. But yeah, it's fair. It's there. But other than that, guys, this is Mom Burning Kid. Peace and love. Stay tuned. Keep it real, guys, as always. Just being honest, guys. That's all. I'm being honest. If you don't like my honesty, sorry. But just being honest. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys around for another movie review. You'll never know when there'll be another movie review. Take care.